In this demo, a person has sent in a PDF containing loads of different personal tax documents, such as P11Ds, P60s, portfolios, all stitched together, not labelled. They could be scanned images, digital documents, and we're going to show the robot reading through this document, classifying each page, and then typing the verified data into CCH. So the first thing we do is send the robot the PDF, in this case via email, although that can be customized depending on an individual organization's way of doing things. And what the robot's going to do is then look at the PDF, classify each page, and create a nice labeled PDF for us to look through. So here we have a bank interest, the consolidated tax certificate, we have the capital gains tax calculations, all from the portfolio, P60 and a P11D, and we have this nice labeled PDF which can be used as part of a tax pack. Next, we go to the Action Center where we can see what the robot's extracted and verify the results. So on the right hand side, we've got all the different fields here colored in. So a user just logs in, can see the different actions and make any corrections as appropriate. So in this case, there is a field missing. They clicked on the field, they click add, and that's going to go ahead and be used to train the robot in the future. And this will then be typed directly into CCH in the background. So here's a P60, same idea, look through, make sure they're happy. On the left hand side we can see the list of different documents or tasks which can be built up, and they just spend say 20 minutes every now and then just looking through and making sure they're happy with what the robot has done. And we can customize all the different validation rules, so it's not just whether a field was there or not, but it could also be whether a certain total is there or whether two fields that match shouldn't, or anything. Here we can show how you can filter out the different fields just to make the interface a bit easier to use. The different confidence levels the robot has in each field are displayed on the left, and they will improve over time. And again, we can customize how confident the robot has to be for you to need to verify it. But at first, we'll have a person verify everything just to build everybody's confidence. So here's a P11D, and then again, there's just an example of making a correction if there was an issue. Now, once they've submitted, the next thing is the robot in the background on a different machine is going to open up CCH and start typing that information in. The robot finds the correct client depending on whose ever document it was, and first things first, uploads the document to the document center or management system depending on what's used. In this case, it's CCH's version, and either the individual documents can be uploaded for each type, or you could upload the entire tax document, all customizable. Once that part's done, the bot goes into the relevant section of a tax return, in this case for a tax certificate, and fills out the different fields. And this is highly customizable. So for example, it could check to see if the document was there last year and update that row. If it wasn't there, perhaps that can be raised as an exception for someone to look at. Maybe there's been a change for this client which is worth somebody checking, or thresholds around whether the amount this year is 10 times higher than last year. All can be built in. The robot is literally controlling the mouse and keyboard to do this on screen, just going through each field, typing in the fields that were verified in the Action Center, and it can be doing this all day in the background. No one has to be on this machine. It just happens on a server somewhere. And the idea is that as the documents come in and they're verified, this robot will just do a lot of the grunt work and take a lot of the pressure off the accountants. So here's we've got a P11D. First thing it does is check to see if it's the correct employer, and then it will go and have a look at the different fields and fill in them accordingly. It verifies everything it types in to make sure it's correct, so that should reduce any typing errors. Next up, it's bank interest, and we'll just skip through the part where it uploads the document and just watch it typing in the fields directly. Once again, various different kinds of verifications can be built in here. The next document we have is a P60. Once again, it will be checking the employer to make sure it's the correct one, and is capable of going through a list and finding the correct one, and again typing in all the different data. So hopefully this demo has given you a taste for what this bot can do. We'll just speed it up here and just imagine this is doing this all night or all day in January, the busy tax season, hundreds of documents coming in, perhaps daily, and the robot could be doing this, taking away a lot of pain.